Hello and welcome back to a new video. This week's video is a styling video and it's all about a secret weapon that you can have in your wardrobe for the autumn winter months and will actually carry you through into the summer season as well, something that you can take on holiday with you. So it really is a good investment by piece. So stay tuned to find out all about this must-have item. But in the meantime, if you're new here, then welcome. My channel is all about style and confidence for the 50+ woman. So if that's something that you're interested in, then you might want to subscribe and click on the little bell so that you always get notified when I create a new video. So let's get into this week's video. So the item that I'm talking about is a satin skirt. Now you might think that it's not that versatile, but actually there are so many ways that you can wear them. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about shapes of skirts, because typically the satin skirt will come in this bias cut shape with an elasticated waistband, which this one has. Now the beauty of that obviously is that it's a very simple style to wear. You can pull it on, you can adjust it height wise depending on where you like to wear it, whether it's up on your waist or further down onto the hip. Now the downside of a bias cut skirt is that it doesn't work on somebody who has a straighter body shape. It's much better on someone like me who has curves. So if you do have a straighter body shape, you'll probably find that you're going to be better off in perhaps an A-line skirt. I'm going to pop a picture of one in here that I did find, and you might find that you're going to be better with one that's actually got a waistband and a zip to it. So those do exist, and I'm going to list a whole load of satin skirts at different budgets for you down in the description box. But obviously for me this bias cut shape really works, and it's really probably one of the only skirt shapes that I will wear as an apple shaped body. So something that has an elasticated waist is just the perfect skirt for me. The other thing about a bias cut skirt is that it kind of skims over all the lumps and bumps. But what you might want to do as well is put underneath it perhaps a slip, just to make sure that it doesn't stick to your underwear or your tights if you're wearing tights. And just to give you that nice smooth line. I'm not a big fan of body shaping underwear. I find it so uncomfortable, and if it means I've got to wear it, then I probably wouldn't wear the outfit. So I do wear mine without. I will wear it with tights underneath it, although again I'm not a big fan of tights. You've probably heard me say that before, and I do have some other solutions for that as well, which I will come to. So I've actually got two skirts here. This one sadly sold out really quickly, but the other one that I've got is by a brand who kind of started this style and these kind of viscose pieces, and that is Ghost. They were huge back in sort of the 1980s, beginning of the 90s, and then they kind of disappeared for a bit, but they've now come back again, and they do sell Ghost on John Lewis, and for the last couple of seasons Marks & Spencer's have also done a collaboration with them. So Marks & Spencer's do have a version of this skirt, but this one I did actually get from John Lewis. It is a Ghost skirt. They had it in 4 different colours. They had it in a darker olive green as well, which I think has pretty much sold out. They still have plenty of this colour. There's also a really nice sort of silvery blue colour, and they also have it in a sort of yellowy cream, which they still have available as well. And I did actually put this one in the autumn capsule wardrobe for the warm capsule. So if you're interested in that, then I will leave a link to it in the description box for you. And you'll also see one of the kind of outfits that I put together within the autumn capsule wardrobe, because I've got a couple of other pieces here from it. So these are the two skirts that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Obviously, as I said, they are a bias cut shape. I will link some other ones which aren't. And the other brand that does them every season is a brand called Vince. It's a designer brand, so they are that little bit more expensive. But if you are looking for something that is I'm not sure it would actually be higher quality, but if you wanted a designer brand, then I will link some of the Vince ones for you as well. So why am I saying that this skirt is a secret weapon to have in the wardrobe? Because you might think it's perhaps a little bit too dressy, but I really love them worn with a knit and a pair of boots. And I will put a load of photos in at the end of how I've styled these. But the green one in particular, I styled with this knit in the autumn capsule wardrobe, and the two together are really lovely. And I also found a pair of little green ankle boots, which I think have just come in to John Lewis. I was just searching for green shoes and I happened to find these and thought that not only would they go with this particular outfit, they would also go with lots of other bits that I've got in my wardrobe as well. I think they were about the £70 price mark, so actually a really good price. They're a little bit stiff, they're not as soft as perhaps a premium brand of boots would be, but actually really comfortable, and with that little heel on them as well, I think they're going to be really easy to walk in. So I will pop the picture in here of me wearing the green skirt with the green knit so that you can see how that looks. And I've done a very similar thing with the rust coloured skirt with this rust knit again, but this time I've done it with my old brown knee length boots. So that's one option of how to wear it, and the other way that I've worn both of these skirts is just with this kind of simple t-shirt top underneath, belted, and I will wear a belt if it is underneath the cardigan because then it does give the illusion of a waist, and then I've just popped a cardigan over the top of it. So that's two ways that you can wear them, but also it's a great thing to have in your wardrobe for the Christmas season. So if you're going out for lunch or something like that, perhaps if it's something more relaxed, you could do it with the knit. Alternatively, if it's something that's a little bit more dressy, then perhaps use one of my other favourite things for the winter season, which is a knit that's got a little bit of sparkle in it. And I did put a whole load of these in the November magazine, so again I will link that for you in the description box. So I've worn mine with a knit that I've had in my wardrobe for a couple of years now. This one is from Eileen Fisher and it's just got a little bit of sparkle to it. So that with the skirt and either a pair of shoes or a pair of boots is really nice for something that's just a little bit more relaxed and not quite as dressy. And then I do like the rust with black, so I have also paired it with this cardigan, which I've probably had for maybe 15 years. I don't wear it very often, but it does come out at Christmas. It's from Hobbs, and it's just got that little bit of decoration there on the shoulder. So again, that's a really nice combination for something that you want to be a little bit Christmassy but is not really dressed up. And then the other thing that satin works really well with is velvet. And somebody commented last week about my winter capsule wardrobe that it was quite expensive, and I do want to acknowledge that and say that I have tried to find some pieces which aren't quite as expensive. So both of these skirts I think were £69, which when you think about how many different ways you can wear them actually isn't bad. And of course if you're thinking about things with cost per wear in mind, then it really does bring the price of them down. So if you know that you're going to wear an item a lot, then I think that's quite a reasonable price to pay for it. And along the same lines is this velvet jacket, which is from Monsoon. And again, I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but I will pop a little note in here when I'm editing the video to tell you how much it is. But they also did a pair of bootleg trousers that went with this jacket, and there was also a beautiful embroidered kimono jacket as part of the same collection. So I'll link those for you as well, because I think the trousers were about £55, which again isn't ridiculous. But again, if you've got perhaps a little Christmas capsule that includes a little bit of velvet and a little bit of satin, they do make really nice partners together. And you'll see at the end of the video when I pop some pictures in how I've put those pieces together. Now, one thing I did want to mention was about hosiery, because I'm not a big fan of tights, which I have said on more than one occasion, but I did find, and thank you to Elaine who reminded me of this brand. I did know about them, but I'd kind of forgotten about them. But there's a brand called Tabio. Again, I will link them for you. And as well as tights, they do lots of pop socks. And for the American viewers, somebody did ask me what pop socks were. They're tights, but as socks. We call them pop socks in the UK. And I found a few pairs which were really nice, which, because those skirts are quite long, I could get away with. So the first two pairs, actually, if I bring them up close, hopefully you can see, have a little bit of a sparkle to them. And I got them in the black with the silver sparkle, and I got them in this sort of neutral colour which has a little bit of a gold sparkle in them. So those work really well. And then they also do colours, so I did find this olive green as well, and I also bought a pair in sort of a purpley burgundy colour, because if you're wearing something, especially if you're wearing perhaps a cropped trouser, those are really nice to sort of continue the colour down from the trouser and then perhaps into the shoe. So if you're wearing olive coloured trousers with the orange, with the olive pop sock and the olive shoe, it really helps to elongate the leg. So that's just a little aside tip. But I thought it might be useful for you to know about that. And they do have lots of other tights as well, if you do want tights rather than the pop socks. So as I said, I will link those for you. They're a great brand, so somebody to sort of keep in your little black book. So that's it for this video, just a short styling video, just to give you the benefits of having a satin skirt in your wardrobe. And as I said, you could take them on holiday in the summer. They look just as good with a pair of sandals and perhaps a little silk top as well. So they are something that you can wear for 4 seasons of the year. And I think for £69, which a lot of them seem to be around that price, it's a really good price for something that's a 4-season piece. So if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. As I said earlier, if you haven't already subscribed, then please do that as well. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comments section and I will come back to you. But other than that, I will see you next week. Bye for now.